This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, the stage is set at the Augusta Civic Center for the inauguration of Governor Janet Mills, officially marking the beginning of her second term. Our Devin Dagnall is in Augusta to witness that event. Devin.
We're still waiting for Governor Janet Mills to take the stage for her second inauguration. It goes without saying how historic this day is. After all, Governor Mills is the first woman governor for the state, and now she can add first woman governor to be reelected to her resume. Officials are estimating there are around 1,000 attendees here. Currently, the legislature is reconvening. In just a few moments, Rachel Talbot Ross will be seated as Speaker of the House. She is the first black lawmaker to hold the position in Maine's history, which only adds to the historical significance of today. Earlier, there was a few musical performances, just to name a few. There was the 195th Maine Army National Guard Band, the Franklin County Fiddlers, and David Mallet. The governor is expected to speak at 7 o'clock.
Devin, thank you so much for that glimpse into the coming events this evening. And just hours before her inauguration, Governor Janet Mills signed into law her winter energy relief plan, which was approved by the Maine legislature earlier today. The measure includes $450 relief checks that the administration says could start mailing out before the end of the month. The package called for nearly $400 million to be used to provide those payments to an estimated 880,000 residents. It also provides an additional $40 million to boost the federal heating assistance program that's administered through community action partnerships, as well as $10 million for emergency fuel assistance and another $21 million to bolster an emergency relief housing fund intended to help people experiencing homelessness. An earlier attempt at passage failed, with some Senate Republicans voting the measure down in order to hold a public hearing first. That hearing was held by a temporary appropriations committee 2 weeks ago. With Governor Mills' signature now on the legislation, it has officially taken effect. Well, on Capitol Hill today, House Republicans took part in a second day of multiple balloting, still unable to elect a House Speaker. Kevin McCarthy had previously been thought of as the frontrunner for that position. Before a fourth, fifth, and sixth time, Republicans tried to vote McCarthy into the Speaker role as the House plunged deeper into disarray. Now, each vote produced almost the same outcome, with 20 conservative holdouts still refusing to support him and leaving him far short of the 218 typically needed to win the gavel. In fact, McCarthy saw his tally slip to 201 as another fellow Republican switched to vote present. UMaine political science professor Mark Brewer weighed in on Republicans' inability to elect a speaker and what it means.
Vote, the majority party chooses its leader as the next Speaker of the House, and it's usually pro forma. There's a lot of ceremony and congratulations, but once it's done, the rest of the business of Congress, of the new House, can get started, right? Members are sworn in, committee assignments are made, and the stuff that we take for granted starts to happen. But this isn't a normal Speaker election, right?
Brewer explained that because the Republican Party's majority is so small in the House, they can only afford to lose 4 votes in order to elect a Speaker. It marks the first time in 100 years that a nominee for House Speaker could not take the gavel on the first vote. Well, switching gears now, a Massachusetts man facing murder charges in Maine entered a guilty plea in court Wednesday morning. Our Matthew Jurancic has the story.
Jorge Pagan Sanchez was arrested in December in connection with a murder that took place on November 4, 2022 in Machias. The Massachusetts native is one of 4 men facing a murder charge in the shooting of 17-year-old Brandon Guerrero of New York. Investigators learned that Emmanuel Ramos, Juan Ortiz, and Pagan Sanchez trafficked drugs from Massachusetts on Beale Street in Machias and set up a plan to kill and rob Guerrero of his drugs and money at the Machias Cemetery. Months later, residents of the tight-knit community are still on edge about the amount of drug cases occurring in town.
I want to feel like I'm living in a safe community, and over the past few years I've been seeing more and more of these drug cases that have been coming up where people have been getting murdered, and so I'm upset that this has taken place and that this is happening in our small community, and it shouldn't be.
Appearing in court Wednesday, Pagan Sanchez faced felony murder and burglary charges. He pleaded guilty to all charges, each having a potential prison sentence of 30 years and a penalty of $50,000. Prior to these charges, Pagan Sanchez had a prior felony burglary charge for an attempted armed robbery in Massachusetts. Justice Bruce Maloney accepted the plea deal. Community members say they're being extra cautious in the town they call home.
Lock your car doors. Don't leave your cars running outside before work, and lock your home. Like, I know there's a lot of people that still love this area for being able to keep their doors unlocked at night, but we've got to start.
There is no set date for when Pagan Sanchez will be sentenced. Reporting from Machias, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Meanwhile, a Maine man accused of attacking police officers with a machete near New York Times Square on New Year's Eve was arraigned in court today. 19-year-old Trevor Bickford, who was shot by police during the confrontation, was arraigned by video from a Manhattan hospital and ordered to be held without bail. Bickford is charged with attempting to murder police officers, assault, and attempted assault. If convicted, he faces a mandatory life sentence. Bickford told investigators he was intent on committing a jihad against government officials. Prosecutors say he shouted "Allahu Akbar" before striking one officer in the head and attempting to grab another's gun. The attack left 3 officers injured. Wells Police Captain Jerry Congdon says Bickford's mother contacted the Wells Police Department on December 10th to express concerns about her son, and the department notified the FBI. Investigators found Bickford's online postings included some mentions of Islamic extremist views. Bickford did not enter a plea and has another court appearance scheduled for Friday. Alrighty, folks, let's switch gears, hit pause, take a look outside, and see what's coming our way. Compliments of Mother Nature with the first check of our forecast.
Hey, Beth, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation with offices in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono. And for us, okay, here we go. A winter weather advisory posted for areas back to the west of Bangor, likely expanding in some way tomorrow. But we have some snowfall finally on the way, likely arriving throughout the day tomorrow into tomorrow night. For right now, though, temperatures not so much, right? 41 here in Bangor today, 42 Millinocket. That's not normal. The average high being 28. All of us were above that today. And tomorrow, but we drop tomorrow with high temperatures pretty much back under 30. Okay, so here we go. Lots of clouds increasing now. There is lots of moisture to our west. Here comes a really large system and a slow mover. So some light rain showers tonight, changing over to all snow showers tomorrow, and that snow could be locally heavy tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast then tonight, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies with a combination of some rain, freezing rain, sleet, and some snow with low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. Well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, how Rockland police are educating locals on the use of a life-saving overdose reversal drug. And Northern Light Health announces that it is temporarily reducing walk-in hours to address post-pandemic deficits. Those stories and much more when ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
Real talk. Recent high school graduates get free tuition at Maine's community colleges. Enrollment is open right now, so sign up for classes this spring, summer, or next fall. Don't sleep on a free degree. Enroll today.
Ben's Auto Body specializes in collision and corrosion repair as well as mild restoration, always using PPG paints and refinishing. If it fits in our shop, we will fix it. Located 8 miles west of Walmart, just off Route 2 in Palmyra.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
When the Granite Shop wants to know the weather on MDI, they log on to foxbangor.com. At the Granite Shop in Sedgwick and in Trenton, we have more inventory than all other shops in the state combined. Fastest turnaround, too.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Looking for a brighter future? Get started at Maine's community colleges. Spring and summer enrollment is open, so enroll today for low tuition, flexible schedules, and career-focused programs near you. Maine's community colleges. Discover the brighter you.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Rockland police are educating locals on the use of a life-saving overdose reversal drug. Our David Ledford has the story.
On January 5th, the Rockland Police Department, in partnership with Options Maine and Sweetster Developmental Services, will be holding a public training on how to administer naloxone, which reverses the effects of an opioid overdose. The session will begin at 5:30 p.m. at the Rockland City Hall Council Chambers. According to Rockland Police Department officials, the drug, commonly known by the brand name Narcan, can mean the difference between life and death.
It's been a problem all over the country and the state and Rockland. The importance of Narcan and having these harm reduction tools is life-saving, literally.
While the use of naloxone is commonly associated with a fentanyl overdose, officials say the medication is often used to counteract other opioids. Options Maine, an opioid education group, wants to spread awareness of the issue. According to Will Buckland, the Options liaison for Knox County, providing an overdosed individual with naloxone is a straightforward process.
Pull Narcan out, you would insert it into the nostril. Very much like any allergy medication, you just press the plunger, the naloxone exits.
According to MaineDrugData.org, there were 8,488 total overdoses in the state in 2022, as per the most recent data, 565 of which were fatal. Given the frequency, Buckland says that everyone should have naloxone in their first aid kit and wants to assure Mainers that the drug is safe to keep around.
Comparing it to even ibuprofen, naloxone is very safe. If there's no opioids in your system, it's going to have zero effect. The only instance that naloxone has an effect on someone is when there's opioids in their system.
To get access to naloxone or learn more about the effects of opioid use, visit knowyouroptions.me. In Rockland, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Well, Massachusetts intends to finance up to 40% of a wind power project in far northern Maine, potentially giving Maine the partner needed to make the project a reality. The Massachusetts Department of Energy Resources has determined in a public finding that the 1,000 megawatt project would bring clean energy to the state while reducing ratepayer costs in the winter. The Aroostook County project, called King Pine, was proposed by Boston-based Long Road Energy. It would bring power to tens of thousands of homes, and Maine officials say the project has found a needed financial commitment from an outside entity to make sure costs remain as low as possible for ratepayers. Well, healthcare systems around the country are having a hard time bouncing back from the pandemic, and Northern Light Health is no exception. The system runs 10 hospitals around the state, and in early December, Northern Light announced Quest Diagnostics would manage 9 of Northern Light Health's hospital labs, as well as the lab at Northern Light Cancer Care in Brewer. Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center closed its Orono primary care practice as of January 1st. And on Monday, Director of Marketing and Communications Amy Kenny announced Northern Light is also temporarily reducing hours at the walk-in care location on Union Street in Bangor while they continue to restructure their care model. Kenny said they do plan to resume 7-day-a-week service there later this winter. In a statement from Senior Vice President and Chief of Marketing Suzanne Spruce said, quote, throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Northern Light Health was driven by a culture of yes, and we demonstrated that by ensuring our communities had continued access to safe care and by making vaccinations and COVID-19 testing easily accessible. These were the right choices, but they also added to deeper deficits, which we now need to correct. In the past year alone, rising costs have affected nearly everything, including higher costs in supply chain and labor costs, including continued need for expensive temporary labor rises in the cost of medicines and other expenses. Now, she went on to say, quote, to ensure long-term success, it is imperative that we take thoughtful and swift action to meet the demands of a rapidly changing healthcare industry, end quote. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, an Orono firefighter is combining his passion for art with his passion for firefighting. And in sports, Maine men's basketball tips off conference play this week, and they are looking to make a run in the America East. That story right after the break.
Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop is now open in Newport. Our unique building is a converted 1800s single-family home that we've given a new life to. A home for treasures, from antiques, collectibles, unique gifts, and so much more. Come make the rounds throughout the many rooms on all 3 floors as you wander back in time or find a unique gift that's perfect for that special someone or that hard-to-buy-for relative. So come visit us today. Leona May's Antique and Gift Shop, 147 Main Street, Newport.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
Whether it's coaching kids soccer, volunteering at the local firehouse, helping out at the food pantry, or providing the children of our employees with scholarships, the New England Toyota dealers and the thousands of people we employ play a role in lifting up the community. We're proud to serve you and to be part of those things that benefit us all. Toyota. Let's go places.
For the best selection in classic and contemporary furnishings, stop by Richard Parks Furniture on High Street in Ellsworth. Handcrafted New England-made bedrooms and dining rooms, imported Scandinavian recliners and upholstery, more than 40 lines of furniture for the home and patio. Richard Parks Furniture is your #1 stop for quality, functionality, and well-designed furniture at affordable prices. Richard Parks Furniture.
Discover Richard Parks.
132 High Street in Ellsworth.
Discover Richard.
Did you know if you turn to Cold with Tide, you can save up to $150 a year on your energy bill?
How?
The lower the temp, the lower your bill.
Tide cleans great and cold and saves money? I am so in.
Save $150 when you turn to Cold with Tide.
Bad guys don't knock.
I got a bad feeling about all this.
Where are you headed?
I got some money to take care of.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We will start with the big news that dropped around 5 p.m. on Wednesday, just one day after agreeing to a deal to avoid arbitration. Boston Red Sox and Rafael Devers have agreed on a long-term extension. Boston and their all-star third baseman, who came up through the farm system, have agreed on an 11-year contract worth $331 million, so about $30 million a year. Contract puts him at just over $30 million. It would make him the fourth highest-paid third baseman in the major leagues. Devers hit .295 last year with 27 home runs and 88 runs batted in, and started the All-Star game for the American League, and a big day for Red Sox Nation as Rafi will be here in Boston till his 37th birthday. Moving on to the hardwood now, Maine women's basketball tips off their America East home opener tonight at 7. They're already 1-0 in conference. As for the men, they begin their America East schedule on Thursday. And after their toughest non-conference slate in years, they're ready to make some noise. Ryan Sudol has more.
Maine men's basketball starts America East Conference play Thursday, a conference they were picked to finish last in the preseason.
It motivates us a lot, like it's in our locker room, hanging up. We know it's not easy because we're starting from the bottom, but I think, through practice and the games we've played, we've given each other confidence.
You don't want to put too much weight in preseason polls. I mean, no one really knew what our group was, but there's no question that you're going to use it as motivation. It's time for us, now that we're heading into conference play, to earn respect.
The Black Bears certainly earned respect in their last game, where a fourth quarter comeback forced overtime against Harvard.
I think it shows that we have no quit, and I think it shows how tough and gritty we are, and I think that was good for us because going into conference, usually, they're one-two possession games.
We got a group that's really resilient. They're going to fight. They're going to leave everything they have on the court. It might not always end in the result that you want, but they're giving themselves a chance every night.
One of the big reasons for the Black Bears' resiliency is the surge brought by first-year coach Chris Markwood. He's got some great wins under his belt so far, but he's still learning.
It's just a different deal, and just like our players are learning on a daily basis, I'm trying to figure out who I am as a head coach. So there's just a lot of learning, a lot of growing for me to continue to do, and I love that aspect of what I do.
Markwood and the Black Bears will put the lessons they've learned to the test Thursday, as their first conference game is against 12-2 UMass Lowell.
They're a pretty good team. They got quick guards and bigs who know how to score down low.
I told our guys this is a great first game of conference play to kind of see where you stand, because you're going up against a top 2 or top 3 team.
I think if we stick to our principles defensively and share the ball offensively, we should come out with a win.
Reporting for ABC 7 Fox 22, I'm Ryan Sudol.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Looking forward to see what the Black Bears can do in conference play. Let's move on now. Some positive news on the DeMar Hamlin front on Wednesday. While the safety still remains in critical condition, however, it's been reported that doctors saw signs of improvement overnight. ESPN saying it was, quote, promising readings that they were hoping to see by the morning, end quote. The entire nation, not just the sports world, continues to pour in support. His Toy Drive charity has raised over $5 million now, and every NFL stadium lit up in red and blue in support of Hamlin overnight. That's the good news we were all waiting for. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom by licensed artists for over 20 years. And all right, so here we go. The advisories are going up now for some snow entering the picture, likely arriving late tonight, but more so throughout the day tomorrow, as we do have several inches of snowfall likely on the way. It will be a combination, though, of some freezing rain, sleet, and snow to begin with before changing over to all snow tomorrow. So get ready. It's going to get a bit messy around here once again. This will not be an all-rain system this time like the previous ones have been. Okay, because temperature's about to crash, right? 41 here in Bangor today, 42 Millinocket. That's not normal. Average high being 28. We all were above that today. But tomorrow, not so much. In fact, I'm forecasting a high temperature of 28 tomorrow. So much colder air is on the way. Right now, the wind has shifted out of the north, not strong at all, around 5 miles per hour or so. This will stay this way tonight into tomorrow and not really be breezy anytime soon. We could see wind gusts tomorrow near 15 miles per hour. It's not a big deal at all, as you know. Visibility is all good currently. This will begin to come down, though, overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. Some light snow in the area, and there could be a couple of bands of moderate snow, which could mean visibility coming down to about a half mile or so tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so lots of clouds out there currently will become, they keep lowering, right? And then by tomorrow morning, we're talking about some rain entering the picture that will quickly become some freezing drizzle and also some sleet and some snow, changing over to all snow tomorrow as temperatures drop. And this is a rather large system across the Midwest and Great Lakes now. The actual low is back across the Great Lakes area over here. That's spinning very slowly. So for this, it's sending this energy our way. It's going to encounter some cooler temperatures across our area tomorrow, and that will give us that mixed precipitation. Let's walk you through. So here we are tonight, about 11 o'clock or so, with everything kind of entering the picture. Probably not snowing or raining quite yet, but it will be close by. And then overnight tonight, that combination of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. We'll get a break in the action tomorrow morning, but then more moisture comes in throughout the day tomorrow. That could likely give us some more snow throughout the day. Again, this is not going to be the big one. We're not talking about feet of snow here, but it's going to be enough to kind of slow us down tomorrow into tomorrow night and likely into early parts of Friday morning. before it all kind of gets out of here by Friday afternoon. Again, a long duration event here as a very slow-moving system is entering the picture now. So if it stays all rain, it looks something like this, right? Probably a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall. It's not going to be all rain this time, though. We got some snow on the way. That will look something like this. So again, advisories are likely to be posted across parts of the area beginning late tonight and tomorrow. And then the heaviest snow, of course, north and west of the Bangor area. But all of us should get some snow from this system as it works through the next couple days around here. So our forecast ends tonight, though, some rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Maybe an inch or two by tomorrow morning with low temperatures down near 23. For tomorrow, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. A couple of inches of snow possible with high temperatures near 28. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that wintry mix likely tomorrow, some light snow on Friday, and then Saturday back up in the upper 30s, followed by a cool down Sunday with highs near 28. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. And there is still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Living in Maine means long, cold winters and hot, humid summers. Whatever the weather, Bangor Heat Pumps is your solution. Open 24/7, Bangor Heat Pumps takes care of you at home or at work. We operate statewide and service all brands and models. Understanding moving can be stressful. We will help move any units you may have. We offer a veterans discount in our home with a Capeless Hero discount. Visit us online at BangorHeatPumpsLLC.com or call or text us at 307-7746. Bangor Heat Pumps.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
Whenever Maine Wood Floors wants to know the weather, they log on to foxbangor.com. Whether you're searching to add beauty with a new hardwood floor or need to restore your old one, Maine Wood Floors is your hardwood flooring expert in Mid-Coast Maine.
Tonight, the speaker battle, why it's historic and what happens next. Plus, the severe weather threatening millions across the country. More Americans turn to the #1 program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Finally tonight, many of us would agree that first responders have some of the toughest and most important jobs out there. And for them, their equipment can make all the difference when it comes to safety and the quality of work they do. For Dennis Bean, a firefighter in Orono, he takes his pride in his job to the next level. Our chief photographer, Dave Simpson, caught up with him as he put the finishing touches on some of his work.
Another call. In art, you'll never perfect it, but you can always improve, and that's what keeps me motivated to do both. This new truck, especially, there's some changes in the department with the color scheme. We wanted to change that a little bit, make it kind of our own. We thought the Black Bear is kind of insignia we have here, where we're just up the street and we are the first responding units to the university. I've done some artwork on the other trucks with the Black Bear, and this one will have one on it too, but it's a surprise. None of the guys have seen it yet. I hand cut them with a knife and then layered them onto the shadows, so it's still got that kind of a personal touch, yet it's not computer generated. It's one of those places I can go to, especially after a tough shift. We have some rough calls. I can just sit back and draw or paint, and I just kind of lose my mind, they'd say. A lot of times people look a very long time to find that passion in life, and I feel that I was blessed with both. So being here at the department and my artwork. So it's been a privilege. I've done several vehicles in the Penobscot County region. Sometimes we show up on a fire and it's just like, it's like a wall of art. I remember that. It's especially humbling when I can tie the two, my passion for art and my love of being in the fire department. When I can tie the two together like this, it's a win.
And some unique artistry there, just adding to his service to the community. Our thanks to Dave Simpson for that report. Well, that is going to do it for us, folks. From everyone here at ABC7, take care and have a great rest of your night. We'll see you right back here at 11.